Welcome to English Plus. Have you ever felt like your head is just too full? Like you're carrying 10,000 different thoughts, notifications, and to-do lists, but you can't actually remember the one thing that matters? Maybe you walk into a room and completely forget why you're there, or you meet someone, shake their hand, and their name vanishes from your mind 3 seconds later. If your brain feels overloaded, cluttered, and exhausted, I want you to listen closely. This video is not just for you. It is meant for you. Today, we are going to build a deep, powerful system called the Mental Clarity Ritual. This isn't just about a few quick tricks. It's a transformational strategy to unlock your brain, upgrade your memory, and help you trust your mind again. And because this is English Plus, you're getting a double benefit. As we walk through these steps, you'll be hearing and learning real, clear, and powerful English sentences, naturally growing your vocabulary while you master your mind. So, if you're ready to stop being a passive receiver of information and start becoming the active creator of your life, let's begin this journey together. To start our ritual, we have to understand why we feel so cluttered in the first place. Most people think they just have a bad memory, but that's a lie we tell ourselves. The truth is, you don't have a weak memory. You have an untrained one. Think of your brain like a massive, beautiful library. Every time you learn something, a name, a new English word, a fact, it's like putting a book on a shelf. But if you don't label that book, if you just toss it in the corner and never check on it, it gets lost in the noise. Our ritual begins by recognizing the difference between your whiteboard and your permanent notebook. Your short-term memory is the whiteboard. You write something down, but if you don't save it, the wind blows and it's wiped clean. To achieve mental clarity, we need to move the important stuff into the permanent notebook of your long-term memory. The first active step in our ritual is the 5-second attention rule. You see, we often blame our memory when the real problem is our attention. You can't remember what you never actually noticed. Think about getting out of a taxi. You're checking your phone, thinking about dinner, and you leave your bag behind. 5 minutes later, you can't remember the license plate because you never truly looked at the car. You just saw it. From now on, whenever you want something to stick, I want you to stop, pause, and give it real attention for just 5 seconds. That 5-second pause is the door. If you don't open it, nothing gets inside. Next, we have to change how we see information. Your brain doesn't think in text, it thinks in pictures. If I say elephant, you don't see the letters E-L-E-P-H-A-N-T. You see a big gray animal with flapping ears. So, in our clarity ritual, we turn words into movies. If you meet a girl named Lily, don't just memorize the name. Imagine her hair is made of white lilies. If you're learning the word volcano, imagine a giant birthday cake erupting with red-hot chocolate lava. It sounds silly, but your brain loves weird, funny, or strange images. When you animate your thoughts, your brain stops being a leaky bucket and starts becoming a vault. But pictures alone aren't enough. We need a story. Your brain is wired for drama and characters, not boring lists. If you have a to-do list, don't just read it. Wrap it in a crazy story. Imagine a giant apple falling from the sky and hitting a horse, who then steals a jacket. Suddenly, a list of random items becomes a movie scene in your mind that you can't forget even if you tried. This is how we move from fake learning to memory liberation. Now, for the ritual to truly last, we must use spaced repetition. Think of your memory like writing in the sand. If you only write it once, the waves of daily life will wash it away. To turn that sand writing into a stone carving, you have to review it at specific intervals. 1 hour later, 1 day later, then 4 days, then 2 weeks. Let's say you learn a beautiful English word like serendipity, which means finding something good without looking for it. If you only hear it once, it's gone. But if you use it in a sentence today, say it out loud tomorrow, and teach it to a friend next week, that word belongs to you forever. Speaking of teaching, that is a core part of our daily ritual, the teacher mode. If you want to remember something, teach it immediately. When you explain a concept to someone else, you're forced to organize it in your own words. You stop being a student and start becoming a master. You don't even need an audience speak to the mirror or record a voice note for yourself. When you teach, you heal twice, once for the person listening and once for your own mind. As we move deeper into the ritual, we build a mind palace. This is an ancient secret used by philosophers. Your brain is naturally amazing at remembering places. Think of your childhood home. You still know where the couch was and how the kitchen smelled. In your mind palace, you take the things you want to remember and place them in rooms of a house you know well. If you're memorizing the planets, maybe Mercury is a pan on fire in your living room, and Venus is a bottle of perfume in your kitchen. When you walk through your house in your mind, the information is right there waiting for you. It turns your brain into a temple where knowledge is organized and safe. One of the most peaceful parts of this ritual happens right before you go to sleep. The last 10 minutes of your day are a superpower. While you sleep, your brain acts like a librarian, deciding what to keep and what to throw away. If you spend those 10 minutes scrolling through stressful news or random social media memes, your brain thinks that junk is important. Instead, turn off the noise. Spend 5 minutes reviewing the 3 most important things you learned that day. When you do this, you send a signal to your brain. This matters. Save this. To make this even more physical, I want you to grab a pen. Writing is the save button of the brain. When you type, it's fast and automatic. But when you write by hand, you slow down and create a physical connection between your hand and your memory. If you're learning a word like resilience, the ability to bounce back after tough times, don't just read the definition. Write it down. Write a sentence about your own life and feel the shape of the letters. One notebook, written with love, is worth more than 1,000 videos watched without action. As we near the end of our ritual, we must embrace active recall. This is the mental dumbbell of learning. Most people just reread their notes and think they know it, but that's a trap. The real test is, can you remember it when the book is closed? Close your eyes and ask your brain, what did I just learn? That struggle, that pulling of information out of your head, is what makes your memory unshakable. It's like going to the gym. You don't get strong by watching someone else lift weights. You have to lift them yourself. Finally, the most important part of the mental clarity ritual is protection. You cannot have a clear mind if you allow it to become a dump for other people's distractions. Your mind is a garden, and right now, it might be choked with weeds, useless notifications, opinions that aren't yours, and constant digital noise. You're not forgetting things because you're lazy. You're forgetting because your brain is flooded with junk. Practice digital fasting. Start your day in silence for 5 minutes before touching your phone. Be ruthless about what you allow into your mental world. If you apply these steps, you won't just have a better memory, you'll have a better life. You'll be the person who speaks with confidence, who remembers names, and who stays calm while everyone else is distracted. This ritual is about awakening the real power inside your mind. If you found this helpful and you want to continue becoming the best version of yourself while mastering the English language, then hit that subscribe button right now. On English Plus, we don't just learn English. We build a life that is truly unforgettable. Your mind is ready. Let's go make it happen.